Good morning, and welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. In today's video, we are going to be working on day 2 of our Creep on June project. And I am starting out by making my tic-tac-toe board. And I'm making my tic-tac-toe board because I am playing tic-tac-toe with Kirsten. So she and I will be playing back and forth. And as we play the game, I will be gluing my pieces down. So Kirsten is Adventure in Crafting and Art. If you're not familiar with her, she's one of Tracy's design team members as well. So she's going to be the cute little witch, and I'm going to be the cute little cat witch. So, cat witch. Witch with the cat. Okay, I backed these on just black cardstock as well. Used my I say this is a 1-inch punch. I actually think it's about 7/8. I'm not really sure. Well, let's just see what size these are actually from here to here. Yeah, 1 inch. Okay. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. And you guys were so wonderful in your kind comments for today's video. Today's the first. I did not get filmed ahead like I had wanted to. That's okay. We're just going to go with it. All right. This was the word paragraph thing that was on the tic-tac-toe page, and I was inking it and I got too much ink on it, so I scrunched it up and inked it. I rolled my corners down. I want it to look worn and kooky. I have here my board, and I'm going to glue it to this craft stock page. So what I am going to do is I'm going to heat emboss my straw brooms, and I'm going to use, I think I am going to use, what color do we want to use today? I want to use a brown and a lighter brown, maybe some vintage photo, or maybe I've been really enjoying the tattered rose, which I wouldn't have thought would be it's such an orangey color, but it does really well. So maybe I'll sprinkle a little bit of both on those. And then I want to use my flourish stamp like over the edges and stuff, and use my South After baked baked texture. Oh my gosh, I apologize right now. My brain is literally in 2 different places right now. I'm sure it is. Stop fumbling for your words, Jody. Okay. I have my Versa marker, and I am using this tip, not the brush tip, but this tip. I think my brush tip is getting dried out. So I'm just going to color in, and I am going to just lightly sprinkle my 2 different distress glazes on the page. And this is just going to add some interest. So, you know, it's just going to highlight those brooms and add a little bit of interest to this page. I'm going to do just one color first, and then I will come back in with the other color. And then I will heat emboss the whole thing. But I don't want to put both colors on here at the same time, because then I cannot dump them back into their containers, you know, to put away the excess. So just a little pinch. I should be using a spoon for this because I don't like getting it under my fingernails. I know, it's a weird thing. Okay, so there's a little bit of that on those 2 brooms. And then let's do a little bit of this on those 2 brooms, and it will pick up whatever is left that is wet. It should adhere, and then we can heat them, and then we'll do the other 2. Need another piece of paper. And then make sure, again, if you're new to like embossing, don't do this with, you know, a breeze in your room, because it goes everywhere. It goes everywhere, even when I'm careful with it. So you can see it doesn't really look like much of anything right now. Let me heat it, and voila. Now our brooms are like, hey, look at us. We're so pretty. All right, I'm going to do that to the other 2. and then get these two put away. And then we will do the flourish stamp and see where we are from there. Okay, so that's done. And it just brings the paper to life. I mean, you can do so much to this. I just love it. I did leave a little bit of the black edge when I cut it out. I did that intentionally. And then I'm just going to glue this to my craft background. Now, I don't know, my cut isn't very nice. And here's the thing with, I still have embossing glaze everywhere. The thing with the craft paper is it is just really difficult to cut it in a straight line because it's so soft and it moves, and now it's tearing. Good thing I don't really care. But it's just really hard to tear. So it's one of those materials that I love to work with, but it absolutely does not give me perfection by any stretch. Oh my gosh, it's everywhere. And so anyway, there's that. If you want to know about some things you can do with packing paper, oh my gosh, put the lid on your pen. There, I did a video not that long ago on the different things that you can do with the brown packing paper. This is just like what comes in your Amazon packages, or a lot of boxes, a lot of packages use this paper. Okay, make sure that's the right way. I'm going to just go ahead and glue this on here. I just want to make sure I have room for that. And I don't even know about embossing now with the flourish, but I really wanted to see what it would do on the craft stock. So you know what? We're just going to do it anyway. Oh, I still need to glue this down. Okay. I have so much on my brain today. This is Sunday, and my mother-in-law is still here visiting, and she is downstairs making a cake right now. And my son and his girlfriend are coming over to have our little picnic. And if you guys watched the other day when I was giggling because he was being something else about the macaroni salad, I conceded and made that kid macaroni salad, and I made the pasta salad that his girlfriend will eat. And after all that, Mark was giving me a hard time because he wanted potato salad too. I'm like, you guys are killing me. And so we made beans, baked beans, and the pasta salad and the potato salad. Oh my gosh, was so busy in the kitchen the other day. And then yesterday we went down and played cards again at the sweet little 91-year-old's house. And oh my gosh, it was so much fun. We just spent the day down there. Just had a really nice time. So we were gone like all day yesterday. And I was whooped last night. Okay, I just want a little bit of interest here. And I literally don't know if this is going to work or not because the craft paper is like super absorbent. So we're going to see what happens here. And then usually I'm pretty bad about cleaning off my stamps, but with the Versamark, you have to clean them off because they'll stay sticky if you don't. All right. Yeah, this is my Seth Apter Baked Texture in the Vintage Beeswax. Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun. All right, let me heat this. Oh no, I don't want it there. Not that it's gonna hurt if it's there, but I don't want it there. So just rub it off before you melt it, because once you heat it, if it's where you don't want it, it's staying there. So, okay, I sent Kirsten a picture and I said, I'm ready. So hopefully she'll answer while I'm filming and take her turn so that I can take my turn and go from there. I sent Tracy my play for Vines and Ladders this morning, and I know she said she's watching the race right now, so she'll be a little while before she's able to take her turn, and that's going to get posted as well in the group. So it's going to be fun. Okay, so I have this. I also saved this piece, and what I want to do with this piece is make a tab on my page so I can find the find the page. Oh my gosh. So I can find the page every day when we're playing. Um, it's going to be fun. I'm super excited about it. I am looking for my little ephemera envelope because I just want to punch a tab. Well, I got to see what size this is actually going to punch, and I'm looking for my tab punch. Hang on. The words are a little bit too big for the tab punch, so it would fit, but I don't think I want to try to. Oh, maybe I will. Yeah, we're going to. But I just want to see which one. They have these little background pieces that Tracy's got in the kit. So I'm just looking to see which one I want to use for my tab. And to have that, I am going to, oh, I kind of like this one because it's like the illusion of the board. I like it. Oh, that's really pretty too. But this one's still my favorite one to go with the paper and looks like a board. So yeah, we're just going to go with it. I'm not going to overthink it because I haven't even gotten to the day 2 make yet. And while we are having a little chat, sorry. The word search. That's what it was. The word search. I'm going to introduce word search also in this video. So I have the words prepped. It's just a matter of explaining to you what we're doing. That is going to be at the end of the videos. I want to tell Kirsten, thank you so much for the idea. It was a wonderful idea. And she said, she's not making a full journal, so she's not going to do it. And I was like, I'll do it. So I've prepped the words, and what is going to happen is at the end of the videos, I should not have done this like this. I'll show you a hack. Hang on, let me get it out of here and get a sticky note, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. So what is going to happen is at the end of the video, I'm going to show you a word, and that is the word for the puzzle that you need to find. I need to count the number of words versus the number of puzzles to make sure that by the end of the month, we have enough. Okay, so my fold is at the top here. I know, I just stopped mid-sentence. It's okay. To have enough to do all of the puzzles by the end of the month, and that is going to maybe that will encourage you to use the word searches because they're fun. Like, I love puzzles, but maybe some of you are like, I don't know, or maybe you're like, oh yeah, that would be totally fun and exciting and a way to interact. Oh, whoa, did you guys see what I just almost did? Okay, stop talking and think. So my folded edge, I want to be not through the top of the punch. Like, I'll show you if I can get this worked in here. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. So that's good that that's yellow because you can see it. I am not taking the fold. Oh, the fold's under or inside the punch. So when I punch it, it's going to open. Now, if I had done that all the way, it would have cut, through both pieces, and I'd had to glue them together. Gosh, my words are like not with me today. So I'm going to cut. I'm just going to take a little bit of ink. Where's my brush? See what's left on my brush. It doesn't take much, just to knock back some of that harsh white space. Got through on the lodging number. 45 dry water. Okay. Okay, hang on. I just told you guys the tic-tac-toe was too wide for the tab punch. So were you wondering why I proceeded with using the tab punch? Luckily, I still have the other half. Okay, it's a little while later because I got distracted with the other thing that was on my brain. So maybe I'll be slightly more calm now. Okay, so I added some stitching all around the board and on the game piece, and I used my tab punch for this. So you can see just the edges there. And I stitched around it because me and my genius self forgot to put glue up here. So it was like trying to come open. I can still see the white a little bit. I'll probably squeeze a little bit of glue in there when I'm done, and it'll hold just fine. But now I have my game tokens. So as soon as I hear back from Kirsten, we can start playing. So that's going to be fun. And this paper is really lightweight. So like these are obviously too heavy for this, but as we start playing, I'm going to glue my game pieces down. So that's ready. All right, I am going to dig out the day 2 pieces, which I thought I had out, but I do. There's day 2B and day 2. So I'm going to figure out what we're going to do for this, and then I will come back. Okay, you guys, it's much later in the day. Post lunch, post everything, and well, not post uploading videos because I'm still not done. Nor have I answered all the comments for today's videos. You guys are amazing with your super wonderful, sweet, kind comments. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. I just looked and I hit 1,700 subscribers. Yeah, just in the last hour, it went from 1699 to 1,700. So thank you guys so much. Okay, focus, Jody, focus. I have none. None. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. We have fair river in thy bright, clear flow, thou art an emblem of the glow. For in my heart, as in thy stream, her image deeply lies. So he is pining over this woman that he just loves so much. And so I feel like he's really in love with her. And these are different versions of her. This is how he remembers her, and this is how she is now, right? She's kind of like, ugh, but he just loves her so much. And he's smelling his red rose, and he's like, oh, my darling, I love you so much. So I have to bring it together. And I'm struggling with that because I'm really having a hard time today with focus, with all the shenanigans going on in life. But anyway, so I have this frame. I thought I had 2 frames out. I have clearly lost one. We will find it. Oh, I know. I have these little cameos that I just got, or my friend sent me. Like, how fun would that be on her? Like, there's a cameo on the mirror of her. I think I might do it. But I'm not sure about that frame size, but I really like the cameo. It's going to add some bulk to my page, but I mean, she was beautiful. Or we could just cut a frame ourselves that's a little bit bigger. I had a couple others, but then I was like going to be more into, sorry about my reach, I'm trying to get in my drawer. Like I had that one, which we could always dye, and then I could put the cameo on it maybe. And I thought about overlapping this one. But if I'm going to do that, I need more shapes. I also thought about, where's my piece? That's just the doily. That's not the piece I was after. Maybe it was this one. Like cutting the middle out of this and making that like a frame for one of them. So I'm not sure yet. My brain can't quite, this one. This is the one. That's why I can't find it. It's over there. But it fits here perfectly. So I thought if I can cut a rectangle out of here that's big enough. Oh, I don't have to do that. Oh, I remembered something I was going to do. Now, where are the pages? Hang on. I got to get in a groove, you guys. I'm struggling with finding my groove with this. Just like I said, today has just been totally chaotic. I printed more journal pages. Hang on. So I'll tell you kind of what I'm thinking. I told you guys I reprinted these because I printed some and they ended up printed double-sided. So we have some of these these are the journal pages that I shrunk 2 to a page. And so I have these as bits to use. So those are going to come into play. They may even come into play today. We'll see. I'm not there yet. But I printed these because my plan, where are the rest of them? That is so weird. I printed them all. I had to print it again. I remember I had not printed all of the pages twice. So one thing I'm thinking is I have oval dies here, which I could cut a bigger oval frame for her. And I think that's what I'm going to do. And how you do that is basically you find the two that are like the size that you want. So like for her outside piece, I think that's a really nice size. Then you just figure out what width you want. This one or even the next size up. Now I really like the next size up. You know what? I think I am going to do that because and I'll cut that out of a different color because if I do this one, it can kind of overlap that one and then she can be in the background. But I wanted this page because I need her cut out so that I can fit her on this. So let me get her cut out of this. I am going to, that was the other thing. Hang on. I did the oval, but I have these like ivy dies, but I think that's going to be too big for her. Yeah, that's going to be too big for her. But I definitely want to use this because I have a lot of the black ivy cut for this page. Ooh, there's even this little ivy die. Ooh. I think I'll cut some of these while I've got the black out and use them even to embellish the frame. Yeah, because I think if we put those like coming along the edges, let's get the ovals cut out and I'll get her cut out and then I'll come back and tell you what I'm thinking. I'm still working on composition and everything, but I wanted to tell you that this is out of this set. It's a Sizzix 660060, and it is called, good question, I don't know what it's called, but it is a Tim Holtz, and it is 660060, and this has a lot of really great shapes in it. This is an older one, I think. And then this one for the ovals is a Stephanie Barnard framelits, and it's also Sizzix 561840. And this one I like because it puts holes around the edge. So I'll come back and tell you what I plan to do with the holes in just a minute. I'm still die cutting, but I'm trying to, and this video is going to get really long because I still have to do the day 2 make. I'm working on this layout as a whole, and we have to talk about the word search. So I'm trying to keep that in mind, but I do like to try to share the product numbers with you. If I can find them, I will put them in the links below for the Amazon affiliate links. And again, that doesn't cost you any extra money, but it does give me a tiny little commission if you do purchase through that link. And that commission actually helps me be able to share products and creations with you. It helps me replenish my stash. So it is greatly appreciated. Okay, I'll be back. As you can see, we have a visitor. She literally just jumped up here. So I get teased a lot because I keep my scraps. And here's the thing about these scraps. They are great for using for your die cuts because you're not cutting like a whole, you're not cutting like a whole big sheet. If you just want a little thing, I have a little bit there I could have used or saved for something. So what I will do is just for this project is just cut that off because maybe it will back a word or something. And I didn't cut that square. I'm trying to be very careful because she's licking me. And obviously I don't want to hurt her. But anyway, so now I have these pieces that I will set here as scraps to like back words or something. But these offcuts now, those are out of my scrap bin. And that's one thing I really love doing is using the scraps for that. What I was getting ready to do, I cannot do with her up here because I was going to gild these. I've got these little swirlies. Would you move your head? So I cut these little swirly things. And so those are great. No, don't eat them. Don't eat them. And stop. And so that didn't cut all as one piece, but I have these fantastic little flowers here. So I'm going to look at my gilding wax stuff. Stop it. And see what colors I have. So that way I know I'm going to at least do gold. So I'm not going to, maybe I'll show you one. I had to move her. I just can't right now. Another distraction, and we all know how much I adore Chloe, but she's in the way. Ooh, like this blue color might be really cool, but this is not a blue, so I want to try to keep that in mind and kind of match my colors. I could actually use my, ooh, I have these purples that I mixed. That would add a pop of color to the page and use those up because I need to use those up. One of these is a puff, and I don't want the puff. This is mousse. This is the expanding mousse, which I actually think would be fun in this project, but not for this. Ooh, I have this bronzy color too. I'm wanting to just embellish the leaves a little bit. That's more like an icy color. None of these colors are quite right. Can you believe in all my glacier paste pile here, I don't have the color that I want? That's ridiculous. Here is a coppery bronze. That's a bronze highlight. Ooh, there's a green. Here's a green. Okay. I'm just going to show you one. And then, you know, if you don't like the color, we'll move on to a different product. Ah! And this is some homemade product my friend makes me. Oh, yeah. Totally. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yeah. Hopefully that focuses. So I'm going to do my leaves. Ooh, you know what? I think I'm going to do them in greens and some bronzes to make them like they're dying flowers. I don't know. Let's see. And now I'm going to have to get a clean cloth out. That was a clean cloth, but because I just put my mousse on it. Oh, it's so pretty. Ooh, do I prefer the bronze to the green? Where did it go? This is why I never get anything done. Because I play a lot. But Creep on June is meant for playing, if nothing else. So I'm going to get these done. Oh, and then the swirly bits, like these swirly bits, let me close these up so they cannot dry out. I have a pile of, I have found 2 towels that need to go down in the laundry. And now I'm going to have a third one because oh yeah, this is starting to crack. Don't crack, Nuvo. Don't crack. I'm going to have to see if I can rehydrate that somehow. Oh yeah, that's going to be pretty. And I know I said I was going to tell you what I'm going to do with that oval, and I will. That is not going to get finished in this video. That's going to be a with TV project tonight because I'm going to take some embroidery floss and actually stitch through these holes. I'm hoping there's an odd number of holes though. I'll figure it out. Ooh, I could even blanket stitch those together. That would be super cool. So these are going to go in somewhere like so. And if I stitch, I'll still be able to like tuck that in somehow. And it's going to be like, oh, helps if I'm on screen. And I'll zoom in just a little bit for you. Okay, so it's going to be tucked in there kind of like so. I don't know. And it's going to come out and be all fun and like that. And then we'll add some leaves in there. And because this one's cut wonky, because the die got up into this piece where I had already cut her, but she's going to go here. And again, we're going to have more of like this ivy stuff or leaves or something that's going to kind of hide that. And even if we have this one, oh, I was going to have that one coming out that way, and then just the one down here at the bottom. And then these leaves, we're going to fill in some gaps along the way and just add some leaves to it. I think that would be really fun. I may add something else to it as I work on it. I'm not sure. Yes, I know that is not the day 2 piece, but all in good time, my dears, all in good time. Because it takes time to make it all come together as we think our way through it. And those are going to give us some nice pops of color. Really like those leaves so much. I have to, some of this is like the garbage pieces, and I have extras. I cut extras, and I can still cut extras if I need more leaves. So then what we are going to do is set these aside because I will do this off camera. And then we have our piece here. My dilemma here is I heat embossed the flower on the back of this. Of course I heat embossed it. It's me, right? And I did this up here as well. I just used a stamp similar in design. So I think what I want to do is put this on here somehow. And that's where I was saying those half sheets that I printed might come into play, because maybe we can make another pocket out of one of these on this page and do like a pocket on a pocket. But I do definitely want a contrasting color. Oh, where are those? I have found some book page pockets the other day, and we can totally embellish these and add these as, so maybe we have that. Chloe, you are not helping me today, sister. Don't lick that. So I will look through these pockets and figure out like what oh, that could be a good one. That could be a really good one. Figure out what we want to use on these and move Fluffy Bum, because now she's determined to be up here. So that means it's going to be even longer before I accomplish anything. But, oh, this is like a romance book page. So I'll figure out something to do with some book page to add a pocket to this. But the goal is he is pining for her, and that's going to be our layout here. I keep laughing because at the rate I'm going, I'm literally never going to finish this project. Okay, so I have this book page and I'm going to make it like a side tuck here. I've already embellished the one side. I had this rose left over that I cut last year at Halloween when I was the guest, did the guest design team project for Kara Brandon. So it's time to use it and get it out of the bin. So I took my Nouveau embellishment mousses and these green that my friend made me, and just did green and bronze. Oh, I used this one too. Both of them that my friend made me, and then the two Nouveaux. So I did bronze and green on the leaves. I don't know if that's going to translate or not. And I did a little bit of gold down here as well. And then this, I just did the red. I actually heat set this and it made it brighter. And I have not done that before. So I thought that was really cool. And I didn't cover like the entire background because I like seeing that it's a book page in my brayer on this. It just softened it and I thought it made a good piece. I still need to figure out if I'm going to do a piece of lace on this or not. And then we flip open. I decided that this is just too harsh. That black is so harsh with this. Is it too harsh? I have this Tim Holtz wallpaper and I hoard it, I'm not gonna lie. And I thought about making like a mat for it and backing it, but now I'm looking at it again and I'm kind of liking the black. I'm gonna pause on just finishing it and gluing it down and see what you guys think. So, Tim Holtz wallpaper as a matted background for this piece, or just straight on the black with the book page. And I do still want to find like a piece of lace or trim here to put down, just so that way when this is like this, it's got a trimmed edge, and then this is actually going to be a tuck. Did I say that already? I think I did. So I cannot glue my pocket down until we make that determination. I will just paper clip this in. Me and my paper clips, and if you've been following me, you know how I get with the paper clips. They make me crazy, but sometimes they are a necessary thing. And I have to find all my little bits because when Fluffy Bottom was up here, she was moving them around. I don't know what she was doing with them. And somewhere I lost the other dude. So here he is. And we have this tag, which I love. And so I actually was thinking that we have this pocket with this in there, and then maybe this tag is what gets put over here. Ooh, where did the guy go? He could almost fit on that flap if I cut him down. Where's the other one? Oh my gosh, I keep losing my parts and pieces, and my table is too much mess for me right now. Like, it's even beyond what my brain can handle, which is really saying something. And I was sitting down to create, but Chloe decided to scooch in behind me, and then she took my seat entirely. Hello, cat. My chair, not yours. Okay, I have to find my other piece because he is pining over his love, and he's smelling the flower, and it's so important. And I have to find him. Still working on my pocket and the construction, but I wanted to show you what I'm doing. I have this Stampers Anonymous stamp set that was very sweetly gifted to me, the school desk, and I have this one in here right now. And when I'm going to stamp it, and then I'll show you. So I taped it down. I have it folded inside out, and I taped it in place. I laid my stamp on it, then put my stamp block on so that the stamp will adhere to the stamp block. And when I pull it up and put it back down, in a perfect world, it's going to stamp where I want it to. I think I'm just going to use Vintage Photo for this. I don't use Vintage Photo for a lot. It is not my favorite in the brown family, but I think for this, I'm going to use it. I'm just inking my stamp, and I don't care if I get a perfect image or not. I'm using archival. Hopefully it'll give a cleaner image than just like if I had used the Distress ink. Now here's something important. Make sure you put your stamping platform on the right way. Otherwise, your stamp will be like upside down or sideways or something like that. And then the nice thing is if you need to do a secondary image, assuming your paper doesn't move, which I have mine washi taped on the two corners, that may not be enough for it to not move. Yep, got a nice image there, and I like that. So I am going to pull this up. And I don't think I'm going to do it on this side. And the reason is that I would want the reverse image. And if I turned it upside down to get those doohickeys in the middle, my technical terms, then my paper is going to be upside down. So I'm not going to do that side. Oh, washi, please don't stick. Okay. And I just keep a couple strips of washi on here. I lost my magnets a long time ago. I don't know where they went. And I haven't bothered with trying to replace them. I just use washi, and as long as the washi works, I'm fine with it. So I'm going to put this away, but I just wanted to share that with you. All this white space, I'm going to take my brush with my brown inks and knock that back. I can't do that much white space. Oh, it's okay. I have to cut this in a tag shape. Let me cut this off. Did I just mess my thing up? I don't think I did. I think it's gonna be fine. Yeah, it's fine, she says. See, these things happen, and if I had, it's fine. It's totally fine. So I'm gonna make this like a little open out booklet. So we can journal in here, and then I think I'm gonna put him over here, back him with this piece of black, but I still need to do something to take up that space, that white space. So I'm trying to figure that out. This is taking me forever, you guys. I've been back up here now for a couple of hours working on this. Okay, so the video is getting long, which isn't that big of a deal because we're not even at an hour or even near it. I still have lots of time. But here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to end this video here. I'm going to take this down and work on it while I am uploading this video. I will, tomorrow's video will be a 2B/3 video. I will show the finished of 2, which I'm so glad I just said that again, because I need to include the 2 in our make, which I had not even thought about doing until literally just now. Okay, so get the 2 ready. So it is out, and I will paper clip it to wherever I just stuck the werewolf guy. I'll set it there. Okay, so I want to talk about the word searches. So there are 3 word searches, and I have prepped words And I have only cut apart the words for monster search because I want to get ready and get started on our word search and make it kind of fun and interactive. You know, maybe you're like, ooh, what word are we going to do today? And the answer is, I don't know. We're going to figure it out. So I'm just going to put these in a little bag for right now. And I'm not, because I don't have a bag right now. So I'm just going to mix these around, not even really looking, and I'm going to pick up 2 words today. 3 words, that's what I picked up, 3 words. So you have 3 words on your monster search that I want you to find, and then let me know when you have found the words. So that'll be interactive. It'll encourage comments, I hope, and also encourage you to get the games out and play. And if you've already done them, so be it. Print them again if you want, you know. I've just splattered these with some Barn Door Distress Stain. And I am, for the sake of my sanity right now, just going to clip all of these to this page until morning when I can think better. What I'm going to do, though, is count all of the words and sequence them throughout the month. So that way we know how many words we have per day that we're going to look for. And, of course, getting through the puzzles. Now, it may get to a point where if we need to finish monster search and start the next one, that's where it could get tricky. Okay, so today's words are ogre, demon, and skeleton. So these are today's words. Ogre, skeleton, demon. Those are words that are on the monster search page. So I want you to find those words and let me know in the comments below if you have found them. And if you would like to share in the Facebook group and show, you can put it on the day 2 make that you did your word search. Okay, so that will create some activity. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's also going to be fun for me because then it's going to cadence these word searches. And honestly, I would just sit down and do all 3 of these because I love them. But I think it's going to be fun. So then tomorrow I will have to show you my monster search that I have found my words. And then we will draw the next however many. Again, I don't know because I have to count them and cadence them through the month. Cadence, I mean just make sure we don't get through June 20th and then we've used all the words and then what are we going to do, right? Okay, so Kirsten posted in the Facebook group today, which is the first, with the challenge and her tic-tac-toe board. So we are going to alternate every other day for making plays. And so that is something else I need to do and prep so I can maybe glue her piece on for her play today, and then tomorrow we can make the play together. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. And I apologize, I just cannot finish this. I just cannot finish this today. It's just too much. Here it is. It's just too much. I can't handle it right now. I am just spinning my wheels and getting frustrated, and that isn't fair to you, and it's not fair to me. So I'm going to get this uploaded. I also have to upload the full deck challenge video. So there's some admin stuff that has to go on behind the scenes. I also have to answer all of your amazing comments. So please keep those wonderful comments coming. I really appreciate them so much. Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. I cannot believe I'm at 1,700 subscribers. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Okay, I will see you tomorrow for day 2B. We'll finish up 2 and we'll do day 3.